All right, so a new update just dropped like 5 minutes ago. So yesterday the update ended up coming out. It ended up coming out a little late. It's a little weird that it happened that way, but it did. So 1v1 playlist ended up dropping, so that's what we're gonna do today. Yesterday I mentioned that I was gonna do it when I was doing my single fire LMG video. Oh god, what the fuck am I doing? And I mean, since we're gonna be 1v1ing people, of course we got the GFUEL on fucking deck. Use code Jev, by the way. Dude, some of these curls are fucking annoying as hell. There's like some of them that like end up sticking. There's a reason why I wear my hoodie with this, with the headset on. Number one, it takes the pressure off my ears. Number two, the hair and shit. No, I'm good. Now that I've embraced this curly hair thing, it's really annoying to try to keep the hair as a certain shape. Like, I'll end up having one part of my hair end up like mushed down a little bit and another part sticking up too high, or all of it's even and then another part is sticking too high. It's super annoying. This is the 1v1 playlist, 1v1 me, bro. It's just you, me, and Russ. My plan is, anyway, to just be using a sniper rifle, but you never really know how things are gonna go whenever you end up playing people on this shit. So I'm thinking in my head, the best 1v1 class that I could make, although high alert would be a little, I don't like the idea of high alert, so I'm just gonna keep Ghost on there. I'm gonna keep high alert off because it just seems a little cheesy to me. I'll change my class according to if I need to or whatever, because here's the thing, this 1v1 playlist, it's literally just a one-on-one free-for-all on Rust. There's no like preset rules or anything like that. So whenever you're going to actually play it and you're expecting, you know, somebody to sit there and 1v1 you with, you know, quick scopes and shit, that's not always happening. Now, I'm sure there are a lot of people out there that do want to, you know, just 1v1 on Rust with, you know, sniper rifles. But I imagine this playlist is very, very small because people get very, very uncomfortable with just one-on-one. I would say that I'm pretty uncomfortable with doing this, to be honest, just because it's, I have a feeling it's just gonna be sweating M4s. I just have a feeling. My idea whenever I was talking all that good shit about, you know, oh yeah, if we got fucking problems, 1v1 me, blah, blah, blah. It's sniping whenever I'm saying that shit. If it's M4, yeah, all right, man, you can have it, I guess. Let's find out if this guy's sniping or not. Oh yeah, he is. You're not allowed to go up top. That's not fair. Why would you do that? Get down. Yeah, one of the rules was the only way that you could go up top is through this like beam right there, and you could only go halfway up the beam. You were not allowed to go all the way up top. You would also usually end up on minuscule HP, so you don't like get any hit markers or anything like that. Every time you shoot somebody, they should die. Where the fuck did he go? Oh, he's up top. Keeps going up top. Stop going up top, goddamn. I'm used to looking for people around the sides of the map and shit and looking through like the little cover areas and shit. Where the fuck did he go? We have 30 seconds left. I've only gotten 10 total fucking kills. There we go. Got him off that head glitch. He should spawn right over here. Well played. The time ran out. I mean, holy shit, it couldn't be any slower. We get radar on, man. Holy fuck. 8-4. I haven't played as much this season as I should have. I should really be actually crushing all of these challenges here, but I'm just kind of going. 40-something days left in the thing, and then Warzone being rumored and shit. Yeah, by the way, Warzone was supposed to come out apparently March 10th. That's the rumor anyway. I'm thinking if there's like a release and everything, there has to be a time where it's announced and then possibly a beta or something. So far, most people have been pretty respectful, at least using, you know, marksman rifles, whatever. Carbine kind of counts if you put the scope on it. Not really. Realized on this game with all these different crazy ADS times and shit, it really throws me off swapping between all of these weapons for real. You just gonna sit on that head glitch? Did he never fucking spawn is? You trolling me? What the fuck? It's actually standing up top. I mean, dude, I'm up. You gotta come to me. I'm tired of this shit where I gotta, like, try to fucking find the guy while they're just sitting up top somewhere. Why are you shoddy? He swapped to an MP5 at the end of the game, and we win this game after the time limit reaches. It's 7-5. I Okay. See, most people think that I want to just like join the game and then just like talk all this shit to him as I'm 1v1ing it. It's not really how I'm gonna 1v1. Like, I'll talk all that shit in, you know, the game chat and stuff like that to goad people into doing the 1v1s. But past that point, once I get into the 1v1, it's just, I'm just playing. That's all it is. The thing is, people switch up their gameplays. Like, I joined the thing, the dude was using like a Car 98 with a red dot instead of actually sniping. Obviously, I mean, I could use this Iron Sight class. It would make the 1v1s, you know, or I could use like a fucking Iron Sight MK2 or some shit like that. Like, that kind of thing isn't like the way that the original 1v1s went. You usually went with the classic sniper rifles against each other. So that's either HDR, Dragunov, or AX-50. And since AX-50 is considered the quick-scoping sniper rifle on this game, not the marksman rifles, the sniper rifle, like, usually you would expect people to see that, and that's usually what you guys would be using back and forth. That's the intervention. Woo. Looks like this guy's using like an M4 or something. After 2 deaths, they usually end up going up top to try to get a better idea of where I'm at instead. They try something new. I think I'm allowed to hard scope a little bit right there just because the guy's using literally a fully auto weapon. What the fuck? Dude, get down, man. What are you doing? I'm gonna use this UAV, sorry. Did he set a claymore? Get the fuck off me, man. 7-4. Like, people just don't play fast enough on this shit, man. They really don't. I don't give respect to anyone that's sitting there using fully autos anyway, but the match is about to begin against myself. I'm alone. The game just started while I'm by myself. I'm alone. Whoa. He's using a ram. Stop going up top, man, please. I have a VTOL. I'm not gonna call that in because it's just kind of like, it's just gonna make him like go and hide inside somewhere with an SMG or some shit. It's not. You don't call in kill streaks in 1v1s. It's just fucking stupid. I'm still using the UAV just because it just gets super annoying. Because, I mean, look at the time limits, man. Like, this is why people do radar on, because, man. Now, usually, I'm pretty sure at 9-0, you'd be skunked by now. But usually, there's like a mercy rule, basically. 10-0. He swapped to a sniper rifle, though, so I respect this guy a lot. Couldn't be like the other people that just fucking straight up just join and then just, I don't even know. They join and then they just want to 1v1 with M4s and fucking SMGs and shit like that. Like, it's just weird. I understand, like, obviously people out there just don't snipe or whatever, and obviously they want to prove if they're better than them at that, but like, for that kind of thing, it's a much more versatile play style, and in my opinion, I feel like you can just prove that through other means, not this way. This way makes a bit more sense one-on-one, but 11-0, I don't know where he's at now. He's been gone for a while. The last time I killed him, I couldn't tell if he was playing or not because I didn't really give him enough time. Oh, there he is. I'm gonna have to use his long arm. Well played. That's painful. Whoa. He started coming back on me at the end right there. Tried to pick up his long arm and then he was able to, I just kept challenging repeatedly instead of taking it slower at that point, but I figured he wasn't gonna catch up, so fuck it. Currently alone. Anybody coming? Yeah, so I mean, there was a lot of little rules, like for example, you could technically, you're not allowed to go anywhere up here. You can't go here, you can't go inside of there, you can't go up top, you can't go on any of this shit. None of this part on the map even fucking exists. The only thing that you can do is go up to about right here. This is the most that you're allowed to do. At least that's where we would call people off at anyway. What the fuck? Someone's here. Sorry. If I get a hit marker, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to pistol. It's just a lot of little things. I remember doing like the competitive sniping shit and people would end up having like the whole games paused based on people like fucking hard scoping and shit. Swapping teams and then going on here and talking shit to everybody and saying like so-and-so's hard scoping, so-and-so's doing this. We have proof, we could DQ you, all this other shit. On this in 1v1s, it's just like, all right, we'll just subtract the score. But obviously looking at this, it just... Wait, he's using a shotgun. Bro keeps trying to lure me into like this shotgun thing, and it's just not gonna work, man. He keeps trying to stay in the close quarters thing, so I'm just gonna stay on the outside of the map so I don't need to engage with him at all. He's gonna have to switch his weapon if he wants to win. Yeah, sorry, man. Following my airstrike thing, I guess. Someone reconnected. Now I have a fucking VTOL in the air.
Is he hacking? Join the game 1 to 8.
Okay, well, he is sniping with an AX-50, so I do respect that. It's kind of an awkward mode. It works out in some weird ways at times. I can't tell if the other person can, like, even hear you in game chat or not, but yeah. That's the 1v1 playlist. Maybe if you can get into the chat and actually talk to people before you start the game, and then you guys can maybe, you know, agree on something or some shit like that. But otherwise, yeah, you're gonna get a whole mixed bag of a bunch of different play styles and a bunch of different rules and shit like that. Yeah, if we just go by this, I mean, you could do a lot of really cheesy, fucked up things. Sweating with M4s, using C4, hard scoping, holding corners, holding angles, calling in your kill streaks, swapping weapons in the middle of it, throwing stuns, throwing flashes, all that shit. It's basically a public match one-on-one. If you're somebody that kind of like really did a whole bunch of 1v1s and you're used to like more of a controlled environment, it's not really it, but this is probably the closest we're gonna have. Fucking red dot car 98 original. I'm pretty convinced that red dot anything doesn't actually count as a sniper rifle at this point. Anybody can fucking do it.